So here's a good question. Can GM salvage their reputation? We know that the 6.2s are a problem, and they said that they fixed them, but the fixes don't really seem like fixes, they just seem like band-aids, right? Now, we do have some good news about the transmissions. You guys know that GM's had some issues. I want to say there's been like a class action lawsuit against them with their 10 speeds. They did co-develop the 10 speeds with Ford. I'm not sure if Ford's having the same issues, because you know Ford has done stuff with GM and then they kind of turn around and just do their own little tweaks to it, right? They have different gearing, things like that. So in this video, we're going to discuss some of the things that they're doing to fix their problems. Now, will this help GM get back on top, or get back on track really? Because the reality is, in the 90s and 2000s, GM has always been a dependable pickup truck. And now they're just a pickup truck that fails. Now, before we get started, I wanted to review a product really quickly. Wintertime is coming up, and as you guys know, when the temperatures drop, your car battery dies. So I do have this company called GEARWRENCH that sent out a product. It hasn't gotten here yet, but I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know about it. And they did give me a 10% promo code for you guys to use if you would like to purchase it. So it's basically a portable jump start and air compressor. Very small. You can put it under your seat of your truck, or in the bed of your truck, or if you have a car, SUV, whatever. Just something good to have just in case your battery does die and it needs to be jumped. So just something to think about. It's in the description below, and again, I have a 10% promo code for that. I found this article on GMAuthority.com, and it says here, a new GM valve body is now arriving at dealerships. The arrival of the new part marks a critical step toward resolving a widespread part shortage that has left many GM trucks and SUV owners waiting months for repairs. The updated component is intended to replace defective valve bodies found in certain GM 10-speed automatic transmissions, while also hopefully eliminating lengthy back-order delays that have affected service departments nationwide. Impacted vehicles potentially include all ICE powered full-size GM trucks and SUV nameplates covering both gasoline and diesel variants. These include the Chevy Silverado and Sierra 1500, Tahoe and Suburban, GMC Yukon and XL, also Escalade with ESV. The new valve body is tagged with part number 240-71206 and is compatible with the GM 10L 60, 80, and 90 transmissions. Replacing the component costs roughly $1,500 when factoring in a $1,000 core exchange credit, with an upfront cost of $2,500 without the core exchange. The kit includes one-time use bolts that must be installed in specific locations. The service also requires a transmission filter and fluid change, which are not included in the price. Am I missing something here? I could have sworn that this was like a recall in a class action lawsuit. Why do I see a cost for service? They're saying that replacing the component costs roughly $1,500, and then factoring a $1,000 core exchange credit with an upfront cost of $2,500 without the core exchange. That's a little concerning. Am I missing something here? Just saying. I mean, I know that they're having to deal with the issues with the 6.2, but it seems as though if you already have a 10L transmission and you're outside of the factory warranty, you still have to pay for this out of pocket. Am I missing something here? Just saying, I think that GM should probably be eating this cost, not showing how much it costs to do the exchange, as they call it. It goes on to say that while it remains unclear whether this new GM valve body is officially a second or third generation design, it does feature different bolts at its predecessor, suggesting significant internal changes. As GM Authority reported previously, certain valve bodies in GM's 10-speed transmission can fail due to a miscommunication between the transmission hardware and its control module software. This failure can cause a momentary rear wheel lockup, possibly when downshifting from 8th gear, creating a potential safety hazard. Late last year, GM released special coverage to address this issue, covering certain 2020 through 2022 model year full-size trucks and SUVs for 15 years or 150,000 miles from the original in-service date. For months, a shortage of replacement valve bodies has resulted in a long queue of non-operational customer vehicles waiting on repairs. The arrival of the updated GM valve body could finally ease that backlog for both customers and dealerships. This is a developing story, so stay tuned for additional details. Now, you may or may not know this, but even when Ford and GM did this joint venture, Ford basically developed the 10-speed transmission for both companies. GM was responsible for the 9-speed transverse axle transmission for both. Now, obviously, when Ford and GM go to put these transmissions in their pickups and SUVs, they're totally different. Now, if Ford developed the 10-speed, I wonder, is Ford having the same failure rate as GM is having? Because it almost makes you wonder, are these joint ventures not a good thing? Because it seems as though Ford's transmissions are not having as many problems, because I don't hear about Ford transmission failures like I do with the GM side of things. See, I have a 2024 GMC Sierra 2500, and I know that the HD trucks are having issues with the valve bodies and something else inside the transmission. And there are companies out there that do have like a bulletproof for someone who just wants to fix the problem and keep on pushing. Especially if you're someone who owns a company and uses your truck for work. You don't have time to have your truck down for months at a time, right? Especially if you're outside of that lemon law for your state, things like that. But it makes you wonder, did Ford build the transmission a certain way for GM and they're having failures? I know that Ford wouldn't do that. And I don't think GM is dumb enough to take a transmission that was known to have issues. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, because again, the transmission that you find in the Ford pickups and SUVs is totally different from what you find in the GM side of the house. So that's just a question I would have, is why is it that GM is having these issues and having lawsuits against them, and Ford is not having the same issue? So if you do own a Ford, let me know your thoughts on that. Or if you've heard of anyone having issues with the 10-speed on the Ford side, is it a problem? So yes, I understand that GM gave the model years 2020 through 2022 a 15-year, 150,000 mile, guarantee, I guess you can call it, for those model years for the transmission. But the problem is, does it fix the issue? Because if this is just another band-aid, then a warranty means nothing. And that's the problem, and I think that's the hurdle that GM's gonna have to get over. It just seems like these manufacturers are building these cars to fail. Now, again, I know that there was a big EV push, and I feel like a lot of manufacturers took their foot off the pedal when it comes down to internal combustion engines. But this should be a glaring moment for GM. Are they going to become a car manufacturer that people avoid? See, it seems as though it's better not to buy brand new cars anymore, because they developed this transmission, I believe, around 2016, 2018, somewhere in there. And so we're almost a decade in, and they're still having issues. Normally, when there was an issue with a transmission or an engine, that would really be fixed within the first 5 model years. I would say 5 model years, typically. Like Toyota right now is having issues with their 3.4 liter twin turbo V6s. Now, again, it's a brand new engine, and obviously if you buy the first model year of anything, you're going to have problems. But the issue I'm having here is, why are they having problems almost a decade later? It's almost like they just didn't care. So I want to hear from you guys. If you own a GM product, are you nervous? And if you own a Ford product and have had issues, or you know someone that has, or if you're a master tech who works on transmissions, are the Ford transmissions failing like the GMs are? Because this is a little alarming, and I'm a little shocked that I see a cost for this replacement for the valve body. Why is there a price for that if this should be something that should be goodwilled by the manufacturer? So again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Am I missing something here? For some weird reason, I thought this was like a recall, but it doesn't look like this is a recall. This looks like something that, hey, if your truck or SUV is out of factory warranty, you're gonna have to pick up the bill for this. If you have a 23 or 24 and you ran 100 if you ran 70,000 miles in the time period that you had your SUV or truck. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Be sure to check out the description for the products I have available. See you guys soon.